In April 2022, CP Foods has many interesting activities, both in Thailand and its overseas operation focusing on social responsibility and business development to ensure sustainable growth. Corporate Communication has summarized these activities as follows. His Excellency Mr. Phan Ji Thanh, Vietnam Ambassador to Thailand, and the officials jointly discussed with CP Group's Senior Chairman Thanin Jayarawanon on ways and measures to promote investment in agro-industrial business between the two countries. Ambassador Phan pointed that the foreign investment as well as CPCPF have played a key role to bolster Vietnam's economic development. In the future, Vietnam will step towards on promoting investment in advanced technologies and digital technologies, which will create mutual benefits for both sides. In addition, CP Group's senior chairman stressed that Vietnam is an attractive country for investment, which is one of the highest potential markets in the ASEAN region with high economic growth opportunities. CP and CPF are committed to further explore business expansion in the country. CP Group and CP Foods Chairman Supakit Jayarawanon and the executives included Mr. Adireksi Pratak, Chairman of the Executive Committee of CP Foods, Mr. Pong Viset Paitun, Vice Chairman of CP Group, and CP Foods CEO Mr. Prasit Bundong Prasad jointly visited CPF Raknivet's Phaya Dern Thong Mountain Project in Lopburi Province, which is a cooperation between the Royal Forest Department, surrounding communities and CP Foods. The project is one of the models of the Learning Center for Forest Planting and Forest Restoration in Thailand. In this occasion, the executives jointly grew 1,000 wild champak trees and released 100,000 variety of fishes to create food source to the people in the communities. The executives also visited 3 seedling areas which had been taken care of by the villagers whom the company had employed to help creating extra income to their families and themselves. These villagers will also learn to protect forests as well as to ensure sustainable food security. Royal Thai Army First General Lieutenant General Suksan Nongpualang and Mr. Supakit Jayarawanon, CP Group and CP Foods Chairman, jointly handed over 10 new homes of the total 47 homes to the people at Klong Thai community in Lot 4, 5 and 6 under Phase 2 of the Home Construction and Renovation Project as a charitable contribution to the King. The projects aim to uplift quality of life and good health to vulnerable groups. This is a cooperation between Royal Thai Army and CP Foods. CP Foods also delivered necessary goods and andrographis capsules to encourage Thai people to access more Thai herbs. Those remaining houses are anticipated to be delivered by the middle of this year. CP Foods Chairman of the Executive Committee Mr. Adireksi Pratak said in the first company's general shareholder meeting of 2022 that the Russian invasion to Ukraine does not have any impacts to the swine farming operation and broiler production, as foods are a necessity for humans. The business in Poland has also not been affected by this. The company believes that the business in Poland will generate higher revenue than last year. Meanwhile, CP Foods CEO Mr. Prasit Bundong Prasad said the company's performance in 2022 is improving, owing from its overseas operation through the countries that now have their borders opened, such as Vietnam and Thailand, where demands of goods and consumption are increasing. In addition, China is expected to lift up its COVID-19 control restrictions in the third quarter this year. This practice will resume domestic consumption and pork price, which will encourage CP Foods' performance to be higher than in 2021. CP Foods has driven its food loss and food waste policy under circular economy principle. The policy draws to achieve sustainable food security for sustainable production and consumption in support of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. The company has applied modern production technology and innovations aimed at enhancing production efficiency and hence reduce food loss and food waste in its production line to zero by 2030 for the operation in Thailand. Mr. Prida Junwong, Vice President of CP Cambodia, and Ms. Pimonratri Patana Vichitgun, Chief People Officer of CP Group and CP Foods, made a courtesy call on Mr. It Som Heng, Minister of Labour and Vocational Training of Cambodia, to report CP Cambodia's performance and its practice standard to treat Cambodian workers. In this occasion, the minister has praised CP Cambodia on its investment to help creating jobs and career to Cambodia people, both in Phnom Penh and Thailand. CP's investment has much encouraged social and economic development of Cambodia. CP Foods and CP Cambodia have good labor management practice with equal treatment in line with international human rights principles and help upgrade workers' capability and skills. Mr. Arnott Julinton, CP Merchandising's Managing Director, said that the company received 2 major awards, including the Export Initiative of the Year for Food from its plant-based innovative brand Meat Zero, and the Product Exporter of the Year for Food from its sustainable packaging for CP Flaming Chicken Tenders in the recently concluded Asian Export Award 2021. These awards have placed importance on safety standards, social and environmental responsibility throughout the supply chain. This will subsequently help consumers across the world to feel confident in CP brand. CP Foods CEO Prasit Punduwaprasert and Mr. Masayuki Yamada, president of Uoriki Company Limited, the #1 fresh fish retailer and distributor in Japan, have signed a memorandum of understanding on trade cooperation to import premium fishes from Japan to Thailand. This memorandum of understanding will allow Thai consumers more convenient access to a variety of Japanese fresh, clean and safe-to-eat fishes according to Japanese standard at affordable prices by this year. The business cooperation has been formed under the 2 companies' visions. Dak Galbi, a leading Korean food shop and also a subsidiary of CP Foods, has joined forces with Katsun, a made-to-order cooking service at 7-Eleven, to serve consumers with Korean menus at 7-Eleven store now. This service targets to be offered at 555 branches of 7-Eleven stores in Bangkok and nearby provinces. Consumers can directly order at the 7-Eleven stores and via its application 7 Delivery for delicious dishes with quick services.